Hi, if you're an Aquarius born January 20th to February 18th, what can you expect for the month of May 2018? Let's tune in and find out. Well, Aquarians, there have been a lot of things on your mind, and I feel like this month you actually get to say what it is. So I feel like people are listening. I feel like family members are pulling a chair up to the table and actually want to hear what you have to say. So I think this is a good month for communication, and I feel like there's actually some changes that are implemented based on your suggestions and recommendations. So that in itself feels different to me, and I actually feel like you feel valued for a change by people that normally maybe you feel overlooked by. So this is a good month for you, and it's very uplifting and empowering as well. All right, let's look at romance for those of you in a romantic relationship, what you can expect for romance for May. So this is a month I feel like there's a lot of creative energy and decisions about how you want to spend your summer, or if you're on the other side of the world, winter, you know, how you want to spend this new season that we're moving into. So I feel like there's a lot of dialogue and conversation, and also there's a independence and an interdependence within the relationship. So I feel like you guys are really getting good at both of you having your needs met and yet coming together as a couple. So it feels like you're in this new rhythm or this new cadence of everybody getting what they want. So I like that a lot, and it's very, again, very satisfying and uplifting. I do feel the romance has maybe been a little stale, and I feel like this month it may pick up. I definitely feel more stimulated and I feel more connected, and it feels like it might have to do after the new moon, May 13th in Taurus, and Uranus comes in May 15th and shifts into Taurus, and it stays for like, I don't know, like 7 years or something like that. I think until like 2000, I don't even want to say, many years. So it's changing in, so that planet, which is a disruptor, it changes things and it changes them fast. So you may start to see a new rhythm in your life. And for you guys, it feels like it might have to do with the romance or with the relationship, and really connecting you more to I want to say like second chakra things, which are more related to creativity, sexuality. So I see those things being adjusted or changed and stimulated. So you might meet somebody new. For those of you that are single, even if you're married, you might meet somebody new. So if you're a wanderer, you want to, be aware of that. So you want to be on guard, unless that's, of course, something that you and your partner are fine with. Or however you work life. So there's this energy for potentially new relationship, but you could turn that in on your partner too, and turn it towards your partner and utilize it there, and you'll see a great reception with it. And I really feel like a big reception with it. So just know there's this way to invigorate the romantic sexual energy within your relationship, especially after May 15th coming in for you Aquarians. So just know that's there. Okay. I didn't say that for any other sign either, so this is unique for you, at least that I recall. All right, so now as we move into single Aquarians, you guys are playing with the same energy, so you can live life however you want it. So if you want to use this just to have a good time, go around town, you can do that, right? You can also use it to deepen and find a fulfilling relationship if you want one. It's really about not judging yourself and taking care of you, and knowing how much you give away. How much do I let my immediate emotions, my immediate need for gratification get in the way of creating a long-term relationship? So you want to, if you can take your foot off the pedal and be able to assess the person a little bit more before you dive in with both feet, you won't find yourself hurt so quickly. You'll be, not that I want you to get hurt later either, but meaning you'll be able to pull back and go, oh wait, this is not a good relationship for me. This person is not what I expected, as opposed to just diving in, right? So this is an energy that's going to help you discern and be able to be a little more picky or choosy about who you want, and to actually know yourself a little bit better so that you know what's good for you. And I feel like that's what's available with this energy for you, so that you actually can create a really beautiful romantic partnership with somebody. Especially see that happening again There's a little energy around it, or some energy around it, that's right away early in May, that's come with this full moon that just happened April 28th, 29th, whichever it was. So that full moon there has brought in, for some of you, a new relationship. And again, for those of you that don't see anything here in those first 10 days, you again, right after the new beginnings we have, so it's kind of like the whole month. There's some new energy in the middle of the month that also is very stimulating for you, and then again at that 15th that I talked about, and then again at the end of the month we have another full moon. So I feel like kind of like all month there's a lot of opportunities for you to be able to connect romantically with somebody. So it's up to you. All right, let's look at money and career for Aquarians. So I feel like you've just reached another notch in your career. So you went from here to here. If you haven't gotten up over that hump yet, you will in May. And it's just a matter of, it's not just a matter, easy for me to say. I see all the hard work and the effort and the toil and the stress that it's taken to get there, but it has paid off. And you'll see a lot of money starting to come in, a lot of payoff coming in, new clients coming in. I just see notoriety coming in. Some of you may win or be nominated for something this month that's very important in your profession. So some of you may be getting written up in articles or magazines, or be interviewed because of the certain way that you've done something, or notable that, or that you have been the support system of somebody else who's made themselves famous. So I see this tagging along energy, whether you open the door for them or they open the door for you, but there is a feather in your hat that's coming through your career this month that's possible. Financially for you, there's more money that comes in with this, more opportunity and more success. So I definitely feel that with this stepping up that's happening here in May, there's also more money that's coming in for you too. I do see, however, that that money is also spent. I do see where it's going out to, like a second home or a remodel or another job or a child, but it comes in and then it kind of is directed. So it's good. You're paying for your vision, you're paying for what you want, so that's all good. All right, let's look and see if there's anything going on with your health, or any information about your health for this month. You know, breasts are coming up, so that's interesting. So breasts are about nurturing, about love, about taking care of yourself. So you want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. You want to make sure that you're up to date with your exams. You want to make sure that, you know, you're making sure you don't have any lumps or anything like that. And for men as well, who can also get breast cancer. So this isn't so much about breast cancer as it is about releasing emotions, about, you know, true story, I wrote about this in my book, The Little Book of Big Promises. I actually had a health scare, and I remember going to the doctor, and after I had a mammogram, they called me and said, you have to come back here right away, come back in the morning. And I was so freaked out. I checked into my guides and I was like, what's going on? And basically the message that came back to me was to talk to my breasts. And I thought, that is ridiculous. How do I talk to my breasts? And so they said, treat it like your best friend. So I just said, okay, what do you want to say to me? And I just started to type. And my breasts started to bitch and moan, and they were so upset. And I was so busy with work and with raising 3 kids, and one of them I was nursing, that I was out of touch with all, like, just my anger and resentment and the exhaustion and the tired and being sucked dry by everybody. And as I was typing all these words and processing and crying, I was letting all of that go. And when I got done, the information started to repeat itself, and so it was easy just to kind of let go. And then my guides came in and said, okay, you know, send them white light and just fill yourself with love and hug yourself and just be grateful. And so I did all of that. The next day I went back for another mammogram. As I'm leaving, they grabbed me again and they say, no, you have to talk to the doctor. And the nurse was perplexed because she said the radiologist never talks to the patient. He pulled me in and he basically showed me both screens, and he said, what did you do in the last 24 hours? And so I got myself a miracle, according to him. So energy is blocked emotion, right? Our emotions can reside in our body and create illness. And one of the things that I want you to do, it's being brought up this month, is to take care of your emotional health. Just notice, what do you need to get off your chest? What do you need to say? What haven't you been saying? write a letter. Just write a letter to yourself, right? And just say whatever it is and write it all out and then fold it in 3 and burn it, right? It's one way just to release things. If there's somebody that, if you're more direct than that, you would need to tell somebody else, just say, I just need you to listen to me, and then just say it. But it's about releasing the emotional health and taking care of yourself. All right, that was a lot for health. But the good news is that you guys can all be healthy and just take care of yourself. And this month, there's plenty of opportunities for you to get your needs met. All right, let's see if there's any surprises for Aquarians this month that are going to be shared with you. Yeah, there may be like a surprise, really sweet invitation or dinner that you get invited to. It just feels really nice. It feels like with old friends. It feels like surprises. Some of you maybe even been going to a wedding this month that's just filled with unity and with a connection. So I just feel like these nice partnerships or moments with other people that are just really endearing, that were unexpected, that you weren't looking for, and turned out to be like a really lovely evening. All right, Aquarians, have a terrific month. I love all my Aquarian friends, and I wish you the best in May. Have a good time, enjoy yourself, and be sure to take care of yourself. And for those of you that like my intuitive astrology, please click like, share it with your friends, comment below. Have a wonderful month, everybody, and I'll see you again next month.